teriyaki smoked pork tenderloin. Really good. Okay, here we are, 1st of November. I'm going to marinate up some pork tenderloin, and usually get that in the store. It's usually on sale. You can sometimes get it 2 for the price of 1. They come in a 2-pack, and they really smoke up good. And so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to marinate it in some teriyaki sauce. So we'll start off with that. But then we have some chopped up garlic, some roasted sesame oil, and I'm going to use, for the first time, I've got some liquid ginger. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of that in lieu of 1 teaspoon of chopped ginger. And you can get that chopped ginger in a jar, you can get it in a tube, or you can get it in liquid, or use fresh and chop it yourself. And then some brown sugar. And then this is Kikkoman soy sauce. So I'm going to get going here. So what we do is I'm going to add 1 cup. One cup of the soy sauce, half a cup of water, and these measurements are not exact, so I'm going to include here about a teaspoon of chopped garlic in a jar. It's just easier. And I haven't opened this yet, so we're going to open this up. Give it a good shake. And this stuff's supposed to be shelf stable, so it's the first time I'm using it. So we're going to see how this works. So I need to go 1 teaspoon. Some of this stuff out of the way here that we've used. And then I just kind of eyeball the sesame oil. I like to use the roasted, it's got a little bit better flavor to me. Just a drizzle of that. Stuff's pretty potent, so you don't want to use a lot of that. That's pretty strong stuff. So then, we've got, clean up our spoon here. Actually, we'll use another spoon. Some brown sugar. 2, 3. It's like 4 heaping tablespoons. And then I'll usually just kind of give it a little taste. See how we're doing. And that's pretty good. So now what we do is just take a Ziploc bag, and we're going to put our tenderloins in here. And I've already trimmed the fat and the sinew off of this silver skin. There's some silver skin on there. You want to get that off there. You don't have to do it before you marinate it. I like to, but if you do it afterwards, that's fine too. If you don't do it at all, that works. Whatever floats your boat. Okay, so I'm going to dump that in there. And all that sugar in there. All right, we'll just set this in the fridge for 12 to 24 hours. So I'll let this sit overnight, and tomorrow morning I'll get it onto the smoker. See you tomorrow morning. Okay, once you get it in the fridge, you want to rotate it every 4 hours or so. That way it gets all through the meat. So we'll see you tomorrow. So the next morning, these have been in the fridge marinating overnight, so about 20 hours or so. Usually I like to go 20, 24 hours on this to get a really good marinade. So I'm going to take this over to the sink, get it drained out, come back, and we'll pat this dry. Okay, I've got these drained off here, and we're going to take and pat these dry. You want to pat these pretty dry. I'm just using some paper towels here. And you'll see bits of garlic on there. That's okay. They can stay. I just want to kind of get a lot of this liquid off. Once I get a lot of it off here, I'll take and set it on this tray. I got a little cooling rack inside there to get it up off the bottom. And what that's going to do is when I put this in the fridge, I'm going to put it in the fridge for probably 3 or 4 hours. Overnight is better if you can, if you want to. But it'll form a pellicle on here, get a little sticky surface. This moisture will kind of dry up, and so when I smoke it, that smoke is really going to stick to it a lot better. So you kind of want to do this if you want a good smoke on everything. So anyways, that's pretty good, and we'll take it. I'll take and put this in the refrigerator for probably about 4 hours. We'll come back, and I got a Traeger that I like to use to smoke it on, and it's an old one, but it works good. So when I come back, we'll be putting this on the Traeger. Okay, it's been a little over 4 hours. So the pellicle is formed on this, nice and sticky. It's not wet anymore, it's a little shiny. So that's how you tell. So I'm going to take this out and put it on the smoker. So we're going to put that on smoke for about 2 hours, and then we'll come back, check it. All right, it's been smoking for pretty close to 2 hours here. Looks pretty good. Starting to burn up a little bit. So we're going to increase the heat. We're going to increase the heat to 225 degrees, and it's probably going to take another hour and a half, close to 2 hours. So we'll give that a shot here. Okay, it's time to take these guys off of there. Internal temp's 145 degrees, that's what you want. We'll take them off of there. There we go. And we'll take them in the house, let them cool down. Okay. They look good. Now we just have to let them cool, and then we can slice into them. Typically I like to slice these in half and then vacuum seal half, and then we like to slice them our favorite way, slice them and then put them on a salad. But they work great on a charcuterie board, sliced up also. So after they cool, we'll get a couple slices in here. Look at the smoke ring. Give it a taste. Okay, I think we're ready here. It's nice and cooled down here. So always let it cool down before I cut into it so that all the juices don't run out of it. So I'm just going to cut these in half, and then we'll freeze them in portions. That's the way we like to use it, but we'll cut one in half here. You can see the smoke ring on there, how it looks. Pretty good. So we'll cut another one here. We'll cut a little. So this is nice and moist. Yeah, we'll give it a little test here. Oh yeah, that's good. All right, give it a try. It's awesome. I like it.